sun factor. We see maybe some shades on Ava Carroll over there in left.
Swing and a miss. First strikeout of the night for Amuno. Count still no balls, 2 strikes. Off speed, got Schlosser looking. Back-to-back K's to start the night for Amuno.
Blomberg, just a sophomore, but no stranger to that long ball.
But she swings over the heater from Amuno. The righty strikes out the side at the top of the first.
She steps into the box, so just her ability to continue to compete regardless of what level she's at.
Off-speed pitch, she saws it to the left side. Hubbard backhands in the hole, but she'll have no play.
It's so advantageous to the freshman campaign she's having this year.
That one's off the glove of Wells into the backstop. So Carroll will trot down to second base.
Number 2 with Ava Carroll over on second.
43 RBI this season in 35 games. And she draws a walk. These teams issue the right-handed graduate student locks back in. Needing a strike here, the bases will be loaded. Sawed off, back to Salo. And she brings in the little pop fly, 1 down. Went 4 for 8 during the Huskies' trip out to the land of Lincoln last week. And she drills that one toward the wall in right field. Carroll's around third and she'll score. DeBoer slams on the brakes at third. Flores drives in a run with a double to the gap in right. And the Huskies draw first blood. And that is a monumental change for the Huskies. Carroll left early at second base.
Building more confidence in that and the ability to throw it in pressure counts like we saw just there to Flores.
And she's got lots of options, but that tends to be her pressure situation pitch. And she goes downstairs with the off-speed to finish off Flores. A phenomenal bounce back.
The momentum in your favor, and so looking to make something happen here in the top of the second.
Slow roller from Kendra Lewis and a little backhanded flip from Jade Budke. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the second.
Good communication there by the right. On the curve, she could finish you on the change.
Another jam shot. And DeBoer corrals it, 2 down. Amuno with the big shrug. She's got her pitch. Let's try another 1-2. There's the finisher. Ramuno delivers 4 Ks. And Johnson will play their final week of the regular season against some non-conference foes. There's a jam shot to the left side, and it drops in. Alvarez tied up, but she turns it into a single. And the Huskies have put the lead off. 1-2. Hit towards short. Hubbard misses her target, and it rolls all the way to the wall down the right field line. Alvarez down to third base on the throwing error, and the Huskies have a couple in scoring. Salo's 0-1. Hit to center field. Lucy lining it up as Alvarez tags at third. Here's the throw home. A great snag by Wells, and she applies the tag. A bullet of a throw from Danielle Lucy in center, and it nabs Alvarez at home for out number 2.
The slow, knowing that you're probably going to get a changeup in your at-bat.
2-2 on the outer edge. Salo gets a big-time assist from her state and Maine. We'll all have their first home games this weekend or early next week. Little pop-up, and DeBoer will handle it for the first down. Sacrifice bunts, 3 sac flies, but there's nothing to sacrifice here. With nobody on and 1 out. And she's rung up. A handful of Ks now for Sophia Ramuno. February. She's racked up 5 already today, but that one sails inside. Clips Wells on the forearm, and the Badgers have their first base runner. 2-2, driven down the left field line, hanging up in the air where Carroll makes the grab just in front of that 200 sign. So threat averted. Deep fly ball from Bart winds up as out number 3. No score.
Corners playing behind the bag with 2 strikes.
Salo adds a strikeout. Gets Bubke looking for the first out in the 3rd. As the Huskies flip the order back to Ava Carroll. Rips it right up the middle. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Huskies. And Carroll, 22. She went 4 for 5 with 2 homers in a 17-5 win against Illinois last week. Deep fly ball, right field corner. And Kuffel makes the catch out there for the 2nd out. Wisconsin did make a few defensive realignments going into this inning, so that was actually Lewis out there and right who made that grab. Pop up from Glab, shallow left field, and there's Hubbard to bring in the 3rd out. One downstairs, and there's the 2nd free pass.
Hit Schlosser there.
That one's clobbered through the hole on the left side. Blomberg with the first hit of the ball game for the Badgers. And Wisconsin with runners on 1st and 2nd and nobody out in the 4th.
Seen 2 attempts by Washington, but eager to see that from the Badgers.
Lewis gets this one down. And Alvarez whips it over to first base. Bubke's covering to get the out. But Ramuno's ahead 0-2. Lifted left field line. Carroll into the corner where she makes the grab. Schlosser tags at 3rd base and trots home. Kuffel delivers the sacrifice fly. Madison is Sacrifice City.
With athletes that you probably wouldn't normally play with.
0-2, and Ramuno adds a 6th strikeout. But Wisconsin is the one to strike in the 4th.
For being the home run hero versus Cal Poly last week with the midweek game.
Jam shot right at 2nd base, and there's one down. Whitten makes the catch. Last year, batted .343, started 24 games as a first year, and she draws a 1-out walk.
And there's the grittiness right there. She's
Balka Jr. from Lancaster, New York. Seva Atasi puts the bunt down. Salo fields, flips to first. Whitten is covering as the Huskies. And Aaron Peterson with the correction there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Mazzola swings over a pitch in the dirt. Some nasty stuff from Salo to finish the frame. The Huskies get a runner and score. Good look at Tony there, the first year from Bothell, Washington, as Ramuno dials up an off-speed pitch with the 3-2 and gets lucky number 7 in the cake. Regional. 3-2 off-speed pitch, lifted right center. And Flores comes over and says, I'll handle this one, as the replacement Craig gives way. So base is empty, 2 down. Badgers with a 1-0 edge here in Seattle. Ramuno and Wells in an all-out battle, and Wells wins it. A 2-out walk. 6 of 9 on her stolen base attempts this year. She goes again, and it's belted right back up the middle, gloved by Craig on 1 bounce. And even though King was stealing, she'll have to stay at 2nd. Still the Badgers with some momentum. Peterson shows the fist, so King is out. slow roller to short. Hubbard charges, slings it to first, and it's off the glove of Bark. Tony's around first, and she's going to be nailed at second, except time was called first. That ball was out of play. The Huskies catch.
On these defensive miscues by the other UW team.
Here's a bunt from Bubke right in front of home plate. Wells whistles it down to first.
We're a triple threat here at the plate.
Solo's 1-0. Hit deep left field. Schlosser backpedaling, and she makes the catch. Tony tags at third and crosses home to tie the ball game. Ava Carroll with the sacrifice. DeBoer looking for something she can drive. Got under this one. Kuffel giving chase. And she pulls it in right next to the wall in foul territory in her freshman season out of Langley, British Columbia. 1-1, belted center field. Craig going back, and she makes the grab. 8 strikeouts over 12 innings of work. And she fans Schlosser. 2 down in the 6th. Can go anywhere with this 0-2. And she finds the perfect spot. Paints the low and inside corner. Back-to-back strikeouts to close the 6th.
And I can't get beat a third time under it.
Smacks this one left field. In comes Schlosser, and she makes a diving grab. Alicia Flores. 2 with a strikeout and a line out. And she sends a can of corn to shallow right field, where Crane brings it in. Just a freshman, but leading the team in ERA. Now we'll do the 3-2, and the off-speed pitch is a little inside. It clips Alvarez, and the Huskies have a base runner with 2 down. 6th inning of the series finale against Oregon with the game tied, and smacked a single down the line to give the Huskies the lead. Throw down to second, and it's on the money from Wells. Alvarez gets drilled as Hubbard applies the tag. Reimer holding at her hip. Now the 1-2. Paints the outer black. 3 strikeouts for Reimer. She's set down 4.
Team and Canadian junior national team, and helping secure a spot in the U18 Women's Softball World Cup this past summer.
There goes Conger, the throw down to second. A split second too late. A good ball from Glab.
Good opportunity here for Lucy with runners in scoring position, just 1 out.
Grounds to third. Alvarez looks Conger back. Really smart play. A bullet over to first base to get Lucy. And now there are 2 down.
Best swing, and so just trusting your stuff here in this pressure-filled moment.
Payoff pitch. Cold strike 3. 0 for 1. Reached on an error and then put down a sacrifice bunt. Pops up in the infield. And it's brought in by Conger. Payoff pitch. Grounded towards second. Conger slings it over to first base. 2 away. 7th,
but really trying to
hit hard to short, and Hubbard goes to first. It's dropped, and then Tony beats it before Bark was able to pick it. Escape here. First pitch popped up in the infield, and it's an easy play for Salo, who says, I'll take an escape. She's out of the 7th. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We're going to play some extras in the 2-2 from Reimer. This one's laced to right center field, and it will roll all the way to the wall. Hubbard's around first, and she'll stand up at second. A leadoff double from the Badgers shortstop in the 8th. And here's the bunt attempt, but it's popped up. Alvarez brings it in at third. And the sacrifice attempt is squandered on the pop-up from Wells.
Going to lower your heart rate.
Slow roller back to Reimer. Makes the easy play over to first as Foster gallops down to third. 2 down in the 8th. Each by 2 runs. Meanwhile, Washington had a 1-run win at Eastern Illinois last week. Another thriller tonight in Seattle. A sharp shot through the middle. Schlosser delivers in the 8th. Wisconsin goes in front. This is exactly who they want on the base paths right now. She takes off. The throw from Glad on the money. And Schlosser's out at second.
But Schlosser wants the replay.
The Badger offense has re-given her a lead in extra innings. That one smashed through the hole on the left side. Carroll produces a leadoff single to start the bottom of the 8th. DeBoer cracks it through the hole on the left side. Back-to-back base knocks, and the Huskies are really in business.
Here with no outs and 2 on.
Hitters count at 3-1. Glab takes the walk, and the bases are loaded.
Third, playing pretty straight up.
Deep drive, center field. Lucy retreating and settling under it. Makes the catch, throws it, and it gets cut off as Carroll trots home to tie the game. Placed Alexis DeBoer. 2-2 pitch. Bounce back to Salo, who gloves it, delivers to first, and gets the much-needed second out. Slow roller left side, long charge for Blomberg, throws across the diamond and gets her. Blomberg playing a deep third base. Comes hustling in. Off with the 3, 4, and 5 hitters from Wisconsin, starting with Hillary Blomberg. And she saws off the first pitch to Alexis DeBoer, who gobbles it up and steps on the bag for the first out. But 0-2. Tag to the left side through the hole. The bats have come alive for both sides in extra innings.
Hit too hard past her glove.
Here's Hannah Conner. Laces one right at the shortstop, Tony, who then throws out Lewis. Tony doubles off Lewis at first. And this well-hit ball turns into exactly the result the Huskies wanted.
What a play there by Tony.
19 no-hitters, and she's just grinded away in Madison to the point where she's now their ace. Her 2-2. Little flare to Blomberg at third. This one's a lot easier than, and that was for Wisconsin. Swing and a miss. Solo goes back to the changeup and gets the second out in the 9th. Payoff pitch. Hit hard through the hole. Bubke extends the first.
Tie this game.
And she has half of the Husky hits tonight. 3 singles. Slow roller right side. Conger's there. A little handoff to Bark. And we'll have.
But her rise ball is something that they've worked to develop a lot here while she's been at Washington. So they are seeing the swing and miss on the up.
And Danielle Lucy gets plunked on the forearm, playing near her.
On and Wisconsin getting just that here in extras.
There goes Lucy on the first pitch to Bojan, and the throw is on the money again. Bullseye from Glab. 1 down in the 10th.
getting loose as well.
Slow roller. A little tricky on the spin there. Reimer had to flip the glove over to her right foot, which can be tough, but she makes the play and gets...
Big momentum changer.
But she barely misses, and Hubbard claps it up as she runs down to first base. Swings at the first pitch and hammers it right back up the gut.
Wells doing a nice job there, taking a pretty play.
0-2 count. Reimer rocks and fires. Swing and a miss. Reimer escapes the jam. And the Huskies get another crack at it in the
12 to 15 miles an hour slower.
2-2, DeBoer sits on it, hits it deep center field. Going back is Lucy, and she makes the grab on the track.
Green light.
3-0. Won't matter. A pitch that wasn't very close, and the Huskies have that winning run aboard in the bottom of the 10th. Skied in the infield. Blomberg comes in and makes the play.
Stadium where the fans are low, interfering with your eye level.
Jam shot left side, and it falls. Alvarez.
Hollander in going, and then Wells trying to maybe pick him off at the advancing base.
Pitch number 183 is driven deep right field. Seva Atasi drops it in on the warning track and says good night. The Huskies are walk-off winners in the series opener.
What a swing for the hometown kid out of Auburn, Washington. Charity Seva Atasi, the fifth-year senior transfer from Oregon State. She knew it right off the bat, doing a great job of keeping her posture over the plate, staying through this curveball on the outer half, and sending it out to the wall to win it for her Dogs in Game 1 versus Wisconsin.
The Huskies overcome a deficit in the 8th inning. They get the one run they need at the start of extras, and then eventually they come through in the clutch. It's Charity Seva Atasi